In this unit of the last module, we're going to be working with percents in a lot of different ways. Now, the word percent means per 100. If you just take the word percent, there's the per. Cent comes from the Latin, which has to do with 100. So it means broken down per 100. But the word per indicates over. So when we say 30%, we mean 30 out of 100. Percent allows us to compare to the number 100, which is an important number in our number system. In order to change, we're going to spend time in several different lessons moving between percents, decimals, and fractions. So as we work through these different lessons, we will talk about changing back and forth between forms. Just as one example, if we talked about 50%, that's 50 out of 100, which means it is 50 hundredths. You might not see that zero on the end, but it is 50 hundredths. 50 out of 100 as a fraction simplifies to 1/2. So here are three different numbers that all express the same amount. This lesson is going to primarily focus on changing percents into decimals. All right, I think I have the rule written right here. I recommend that you write this down. To change a percent number to a decimal number, you move the decimal point 2 places to the left. You might ask why 2 places, because 2 places will take care of tenths, hundredths, and then you remove the percent sign. You can see it here in the 50%. The decimal point started on the right-hand side. If you move it 2 places to the left and drop it, you have this number and you take the percent sign away. So 2 places takes care of the over 100. So let's take a look at these. We have 73%. Pick up its decimal point, move it 2 places to the left and drop it. That will give you 0.73 and you take the percent sign away. 73% means 73 and the 3 is in the hundredths place. All right, the next one, 42.4%. To change it to a decimal, we go 2 places to the left, drop the decimal point there. That will give us 0.424. Now, sometimes I neglect to write the 0 in front of that most math books really like. It is a safety number. It is just an alert. Here comes a decimal point. All right, the next one, I have 57.03%. To change it to a decimal form, we'll move 2 places to the left. That will give us 0.5703. Take the percent sign off, and you might put the 0 in front. All right, decimal notation for 30%. Pick up the decimal, go 2 to the left, and you get 0.30. It is completely correct if you leave this 0 off when you write your final answer. It's okay if it's on, it's okay if it's off. We might need to check. If Math Lab counts it wrong, then drop that 0 off. All right, 1%. 1%. Pick up the decimal point, move it 2, you're going to have to add in a 0. So that is 0.01 is the decimal number. Once again, you could have a 0 in front of it. Next, 400%. When a percent gets to be over 100, see what happens. Pick up the decimal, move it 1, 2. That would give you 4.00. These zeros are not necessary. The decimal point is not necessary. 400% is the whole number 4. Next one, 0.25%. Now that is part of 1%. So this is really a very, very tiny number. When I move the decimal point 2 places to the left, and I have to add in 2 zeros, this becomes 0.0025, 0 in front. That is 25 ten-thousandths when you read that decimal. It's very, very small. All right, a couple of word problems, but not really. These are the same kinds of problems. They're just embedded in a scenario. Suppose that 49% of us sleep between 7 and 8 hours a day. Find the decimal for 49%. That's all it's asking you to do. So if I have 49% and I pick up the decimal and I go 1, 2 places to the left, I get 0.49, 0 in front for safety. All right, one more. I find the decimal notation, excuse me, for the percent notation in the sentence given below. Speeding up by only 5 miles per hour on the highway cuts fuel efficiency by approximately 8 to 9%. What would those be as decimals? Well, 8%, pick up the decimal and go 1, 2 to the left, drop the decimal point, add a 0, 0.08, 0 in front. 9%, pick up the decimal, go 1, 2 to the left, add in a 0, it's 0.09 with a 0 in front. If you, well, I think Math Lab likes that 0 in front. It does not like the zeros behind. I'm not 100% sure whether it will count it right or wrong based on those zeros, so you can find out. And remember, you get 3 chances at every question. All right, change your percents into decimals by this rule. Please make sure you write all the rules down because these lessons are going to have the rules. To change percent to a decimal, move the decimal point 2 places left and remove the percent sign. Okay, give those a try.